Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm on Halluf in my 1390, and go to the circle, don't go to the arrows. That's pretty much what that diagram is supposed to feature. In lower tiers, the valley is okay to play, but in higher tiers, the vision, the camo, it just isn't as important in my opinion. Now, if you get a big rush through the canyon and you win the flank quickly, that's one thing. However, you're probably going to give up the northwest choke since you spent so many tanks into the valley. And bases are pretty easy to defend from the top ridges unless your team just drives over to the edge. Then it makes it a little bit more difficult. Nonetheless, I'm in my 1390. We're going to the northwest choke. Yes, I'm taking my scout to the northwest choke. Do I plan on staying here? No, I do not. Working on the Tusk contract. I've got to stage 8 probably like 5 times. Well, I think there's only 6 stages the first time it came out. First couple times it came out. And I pretty much just milked it for the premium time and the silver. But since on Black Friday I bought premium time for 50% off, or was it Christmas? I don't know. Anyways, I have no interest in really grinding contracts for premium time anymore. Even though it did feel like a job, it was a proficient way to be able to maintain my premium without having to pay for it. But it did kind of feel like a job having to grind contracts. You guys know how much I love grinding contracts. Alright, so what am I doing? Well, we've invested a ton of tanks in the south, so even though I say the valley is unimportant, I also did say if you invest a lot of tanks into the valley that you could potentially win the south. So, what I'm trying to do is put these guys to work down here and potentially poke their eyeballs out, because if their eyeballs are floating around over here, they're going to slowly disintegrate my heavy tanks that chose to snipe, which isn't the end of the world, because if they're sniping in their heavy tanks over on this side of the map, they're probably not going to do much for the team in the first place. However, the people that are countering them could potentially be good players, so I want to make sure that the good players don't impact this side of the map and completely fold it on top of our heads before we win the northwest choke. So I get down here, I get in position, I get my binos up, and I can't spot anything. So now I feel like it's a big waste of time. My heavies are actually starting to move towards the northwest corner. And I'm trying to decide, do I make a push at the red base? Or do I alternatively stay here, keep vision? Or my third option is to head back up north and kind of get flanking shots. In the first place, I have to learn how to drive. Tip myself sideways, waiting to get flipped back up. Here we go. Alright, so now I can execute one of the 3 plans. That T110E4 that I spotted and shot at, I really don't think he's doing too much. And then as I'm driving away, there's a 260 down there, which is kind of frustrating. But honestly, at this point, the 260 has been hiding for so long that I figure, you know what, he's really not going to make much of an impact. The T110E4 is sniping, good use of a heavy armor gun that shoots for 800. And now I'm going to progress over, help us win the northwest. And then once we win this, we should be able to just bend it back and defend our base, and it should be game over. So that's my plan. See if we can execute it here. Hoops went for an early flanking maneuver, which generally works like mid-game, early mid-game. Alright, so what do we got? We got Death Star here. Put one shot into him, but really I was interested in that Death Star, so we put a second shot into him. And then we act like we're going to push on that one, but we choose not to, and we're going to get out of here as fast as we can without hopefully killing ourselves. Alright, we made it down. Wasn't the most beautiful drop, but we conserved all our hit points. We're going for a reload, and really what I kind of want to do is just make distance from that opening, because if the Death Stars turn around and try to shoot at me, hey, look, it's a T-110E4. And he totally whiffed his shot. Well, that's what I figured from a T-110E4 that likes to keep his gun out of the game for 90% of the game. I probably shouldn't be too worried. What I'm actually worried of is this scout spotting me and then the Death Star shooting through B2 down at me. Now, we do still have 3 tanks up in the northern flank, so if that Death Star is the one looking at me, then, I mean, it's not a terrible thing because then it's keeping him occupied for our 3 tanks in the north. Alright, so this 260 has finally made his way up. Congratulations, 260. You, like the T-110E4, has kept your gun out of the game for majority of the game, and now you choose to play for some reason. Timers just go off in people's heads like, okay, I'll push out now. I'll start playing. This Vanguard has been chasing me around, and I really feel like he's going to be the poison pill for us. If that Vanguard takes out my arty, I am going to feel a lot less confident about this match. But my vision is on this 260. I need to take him out since he's on his way to arty. So we take him down, we go for a reload, and since my 6th sense will not go away, I feel like that Vanguard is somewhere close by. Now, I need to make sure that I have shells before I go up against the Vanguard. And unfortunately, it looks like the northern flank is now struggling. So, I want to try to keep my hit points. I'm not confident in shooting at a Vanguard on the move in this tank at all. There's not many tanks that I even feel confident in shooting at a Vanguard, just because it's such a small target. And their Death Star takes down our 279E, and now we're in a 4v. Okay, never mind. Their E4, that didn't do anything all game, just killed our Waffle. And it is just me and Artie versus their team. Hey E4, remember me, buddy? Take his track off, we go for a lower plate shot, and we land it, which is pretty surprising. But RNG can be good to you every now and then. So I go straight for a reload, and guess who pops up? Yep, it's the Vanguard. And he kills one of my arties. So it's just be an arty. And my goal now is to keep arty alive. To do that, I need to kill this Vanguard. So as soon as I clip up, I'm going on the hunt for this Vanguard. And then they have a Death Star left. And their artillery. I've only done 500 damage. I got 3 kills, which is pretty sad, but I feel like I've been more reconnaissance in this match than anything. You can definitely play French scouts as flankers, so I could have been in the choke and I could have been finding opportunities to shoot people in the side, dumping my clip and running. However, I felt like they needed some vision out in the south, even though there's only a 260 T-110E4 sniping across the way, but potentially that Vanguard is what was my goal of keeping him away from my team. So whether that was the right call or not, I mean, if we win, I guess it was, right? However, in these situations when I feel like I haven't done enough, I feel like had I done something differently, maybe we wouldn't be in this predicament. Alright, so we're going to head up here. We haven't spotted the scout. We stuck around by arty. I didn't know how long the Vanguard was going to stay away. But since he hasn't shown up over there, I feel like they're making a play to just defend. And we spot their Death Star. He's on a sliver of health. And the Vanguard gets spotted right as we come out. And of course, I give him some good lead, and I shoot without fully aiming, and we get a track crit. Now he hits one shot there. He's up on there. We get another shot into him. We get a track crit again, but I don't know if we broke it or if he just fixed it. And now I'm on reload. And I know that he can't clip me out unless he clips now, comes gets me. Looks like he's probably went for a clip. He's almost clipped. I missed that shot trying to lead him. I'd like to stay behind this little rock because artillery is still in the game and I don't want Artie to take me. And I am just full frustration mode on that Vanguard, and then Artie kills him. I can't hit a Vanguard from 20 feet away, but Artie can shoot him across the map. That's impressive. Now my headache's gone. Alright, so we spot artillery. I'm not too worried about Artie since he's on the move. Just gotta figure out where that Death Star is. Don't need him to sneak up on me. And right as I go for cover, he gets spotted. So now I know where both of them are. We're going to do a headstand. And now I'm going to try to let my Artie do the work. Now I hear my Artie shot and missed, so I have to take that into account. Just trying to figure out what this artillery is doing. Is he going to rush me, or is he going to wait for his Death Star? I'm not going to poke up because I don't want to get spotted, but if he was going to rush me, I wanted to make sure I was ready for it. So now we're going to drop off the ledge. Slowly backing up just to make sure the Death Star isn't sitting there, which would be a silly place for him because my Artie would just destroy him. And as we poke up, there the Death Star is. He has his gun facing me. I probably could have gotten my shot off first, but if I get like a track crit or if I miss, he's probably going to have a good opportunity to shoot me there. So we're going to head this way, and then I don't know if I gave them enough on the minimap to show that I was heading up that way, but I'm going to reverse direction and head this way and try to play mind games with them. So we're going to slowly get to this corner, poke the corner. There's Artie, one shot into him, two shots into him, he's dead, and there's the Death Star. It looks like he was actually anticipating that move. He just wasn't in position. And I'm looking for a lower plate shot, but he's got that ridge line that works really well for his tank. Like he's able to just peek over the side of it. So we're going to just run away. All we need to do is let our Artie work or potentially catch him looking backwards. And we're going to fake going the direction we just went, and then we're going to double back. Is it going to work twice? I mean, actually, you could say it didn't work the first time since he was already anticipating me coming up the other side. But we're going to slowly peek around the corners, and it looked like he was unsure of what he should do. I just caught him with his pants down. And we have a whopping game of 1,185 damage, 5 kills. Alright, so that's not that impressive. But on stage 7 of the Tusk contract, yeah, we take top dog. And though it felt like we could have done more, we ended up pulling the game down for the team. So our Death Star and our Waffle combined for 12,000 damage and 3 kills. I didn't want to let them guys down. However, their Death Star was 6,200 damage and 4 kills. Their Chisel with 3,700. Nice games there. Unfortunately, I'm not going to let you win. As long as Mustardmav's alive, you're not going to win. Just kidding. Alright, I'll quit babbling. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.